Hello everybody, welcome to the Hero Stone podcast. My name is Bart.
My name's Adam.
And today we will talk about the best country in the world, Poland.
Yeah, so this is just a short podcast connected to Bart more than me about Poland. I'm going to ask him some open questions and feel free to pick up on the way I structure the questions, the way Bart answers them. There could be some corrections in there as well. And we'll just an open conversation about Poland, basically. Some interesting facts. You'll learn a little bit about Poland yourself. So, we'll start with this. What is Poland famous for? And try to limit it to maybe 2 or 3 things.
Famous what?
What's it famous for? So what is Poland famous for? What's it remembered for? What's it known for?
I think that there's a lot of things which I can mention.
Okay.
But
3 things.
3 things?
Yeah.
So we are good in sport. We have a lot of famous athletes.
Okay.
Second is that Poland survived, let's say, World War I and World War II because we was not in the map at all. Mm-hmm. And third thing is we have also a lot of scientists which are really popular in the world.
Yes. So going back to the scientist thing, I don't know if you know this, but do you know who Alan Turing is?
No.
So
there we go.
Alan Turing is the man who supposedly, well, he finished it, but he made the Enigma machine. You know what that is? What's the Enigma machine?
Enigma machine is that with the typing? This one?
And what could it do? It's connected to Germans.
They have like...
It's connected to the war as well.
Yeah, I know. They have kind of the... Code, exactly, which Polish people broke.
Yeah. So using the Enigma machine, we couldn't intercept anything, and there was a loss of information. But the initial schematics, the initial plan, I don't know if you know this, was a female Polish scientist. It wasn't Alan Turing, not like the film suggests with the Benedict Cumberbatch. It was a Polish scientist. So I'm saying, you said they were famous for scientists and scientific development. That's one of the big ones. So, and she was female, but she's never quoted, she's never mentioned. It's like, and you would say an unsung hero.
Yeah.
Next question. What's the capital of Poland?
Capital?
The capital city of Poland.
I don't know the word capital.
Warsaw. And he comes from Poland.
I don't remember capital.
This is what I'm working with. This is what I'm working with.
But that was also Kraków and Gniezno.
Yeah, but Krakow's not the capital. Like, London is the capital of the UK. So Warsaw is the capital of Poland.
Right now, yeah.
Historically. Yeah, no, it's true actually. So, what do you know about the city? 2 or 3 things again.
About Warsaw?
Yeah.
Well, what I know about it. I was there 3 times.
Okay.
And
I've been there twice.
Yeah. So what I can say that Warsaw was totally destroyed and it was built from scratch.
Yeah.
What else can I say? It is like in the center in the Poland.
Yeah, it's a central location in Poland.
Yeah, and it is like 3rd official capital because
and they have quite a few skyscrapers in Warsaw, which are like the first in Poland, like the Warsaw Tower and things like this. They're really high skyscrapers. Some of the biggest in Europe actually. But really nice place.
And it is one town in Poland where we have metro. Underground there.
Yeah, underground metro, similar to Milan, like an underground metro system. Yeah, it's the main hub of Poland basically. It's too busy for me. Every time I've been there, it's a little bit too busy for me, and it's just saturated. But it's just okay. Okay, so why do you like to live in Poland? Why do you like to live in Poland? So, not the negatives. We can give a big list of those. But it's actually a nice country, but you can still give a big list of those. What's the positives of living in Poland?
I think that it's a lot of positives. We have sea, we have mountains. I mean,
flexibility of nature, so you can go to lots of different places.
Poland is the safest country in the Europe.
Yeah.
Statistically,
Statistically, the safest place, yeah.
And also, I would say that it's safe.
Yeah.
I think that towns are really good connected.
Yeah, there's good connections between towns, yeah.
What else?
It's clean. It's a clean
Clean,
country.
yeah, it is.
It's
really,
a clean country.
Yeah, it's worth to say. It's really clean.
I mean, you can go to Spain, and Spain's pretty good, but you can go to some place and it's a little bit dirty.
Yeah.
Whereas Poland, I've never
France,
really.
In France also, I was in Paris. And
Germany's the same.
Yeah. So yeah,
UK.
Paris is really clean.
But Poland, you think it never really draws your attention to like, oh, it's dirty here. It's actually quite clean.
Yeah, because I am here and I don't see this dirty.
Yeah, but when you go somewhere else, you think it's actually quite good. Yeah. Again,
it's not crowded, I would say. Also.
It's not crowded. Suppose not crowded. What about Polish cuisine? Polish food?
Really tasty for me.
Yeah, you like it.
Yeah, I like Polish cuisine.
Yeah.
The main dishes like pierogi, dumplings.
Pierogi, dumplings.
Yeah.
What would be another good one for a tourist to latch on to try?
Żurek, for example.
Żurek, yeah, that's the soup with the sausage and the egg.
Egg, exactly.
What about the red soup, borscht? Borscht, yeah. That's pretty good.
Yeah, also
I quite like it. As long as you don't have a white t-shirt on, you got to because it just stains everything because it's bright red.
Exactly.
Okay. What about like music in Poland? I know it's changed a lot in the last 10 years, for example. Like they were not in the charts, they didn't create so much music, or there was not so much social media connected to music, but now there's quite big artists in Poland.
Yeah, there is a lot of art.
When you think back though, like when you were 10 years old, for example, there wasn't many things. Maybe some disco polo.
Yeah,
it was
disco polo is still popular in Poland.
Yeah, for weddings and functions and some people. But I'm saying like hip hop and things. Yeah. That's like emerging now. You would say that's on the up.
Yeah, and interesting thing is that hip hop producers are really good quality in Poland. I would say
the actual lyrics and the way they connect the music. Yeah. And stuff. No, it's interesting. I remember this Popek. But he was the start of the scene. Yeah. He got the name out there, but he's a bit of a crazy guy. He has his eyes tattooed and stuff like this. Yeah, he's an unusual.
That's
character.
Why he's popular, because he's crazy.
He's an unusual character.
Regarding his music, that's my personal opinion. It's not like
not for
quality.
You, but it started the ball rolling. Yeah. So now the ball's rolling. So it's let other people in. So I think he was one of the influencers.
Yeah.
Before influencing became a thing, if you understand what I mean. So. What are the top 3 sports Poland is known for, would you say?
So first one is football.
Football, big, yeah. And also I think a lot of Polish football fans follow Spanish leagues.
Yeah.
It's like a thing, like they all support Spanish football. It's connected somehow. I think Lewandowski is the connection.
Yeah.
What other sports? Think about female sports.
Female sports.
I know one.
But the most popular... second sport that I want to mention is like jump ski.
Jump ski, yeah.
This is really popular in Poland. Mm-hmm. Everybody is supporting.
And what about female sports?
Female.
They have a ball. They've got a ball, and they're tall normally.
I thought about tennis, but
netball.
Yeah,
Polish people, and also basketball.
Basketball,
female basketball.
But men's basketball.
Yeah, but female basketball is just like a thing at the moment in Poland. Like it's big, and tennis as well. Tennis is another one, but female basketball, especially in colleges and schools, so many girls play basketball. I think there's more than boys that play it. It's like a school sport. That. Okay, Nicholas Copernicus.
Mikołaj Kopernik.
Yeah, that's how you say it. Mikołaj.
Yeah.
So tell me about him.
So
you don't have to give me full history on him.
I don't know full history, so I don't.
You were born in Torun.
Torun. He's like the guy who is the how to say it.
It says here that he proposed the distance, so it's mathematically between the Earth and the Sun.
Yeah, this is mathematic and
astrophysicist.
Astrophysicist. I want to say astronaut, but I didn't want to say
astrophysicist.
I guess he's astrophysics.
How about Frédéric Chopin?
Frédéric Chopin is popular piano.
Yeah, so he's popular pianist from Poland, basically, from 1800s. Marie Curie.
Scientist.
Yeah. From the capital, from Warsaw, in 1867. So she started X-rays.
She invited Rad and Poland.
Yeah, so she was, during the World War I, she helped to provide X-ray services to field hospitals, to like injured soldiers and things like this. Pope John II.
So,
it's a big
one. I don't know the proper word for it.
He was from Wadowice.
Yeah, he's from Wadowice, and he was a I don't know the word in English, how to call it.
He was a
The
priest.
guy who is the like
He's a
main
pope.
of the Christian.
Yeah.
Pope, the name is the Pope.
Pope, yeah, he was the Pope, yeah. So Pope John Paul II. How about Robert Lewandowski? Who's that?
So I think that I don't need to mention it because everybody knows.
He's one of the biggest sports stars in Europe and probably in the world.
In the world, if you mention Lewandowski, everybody...
He's up there, isn't he? He's up there. I don't think he's quite Ronaldo or Messi.
I think already he is.
He's up there. That's what I mean. He's in the top 5 or something, or in the top 10.
I think that most people will recognize by name Lewandowski instead of John Paul II.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so in your opinion, they're like famous people in Poland. Do you know any other famous people that we didn't mention on that list who are influential?
Influential?
Because they're like big names, aren't they? So do you know any influential? Who you think personally influential people from Poland?
Probably famous painter.
Okay.
Jan Matejko.
Yeah, they have Matejko Square in Krakow, and his old house is in Florianska Street, I think. Yeah, he has a house there, or he used to have a house there.
Yeah.
So, who do you think is the most important then?
The most important person in Poland?
Influence type person, yeah.
Influence type person. Probably there was a lot of people like that when the war was. Mm-hmm. But
on this list, for example, Chopin, Curie, Pope John, Lewandowski.
I mean, everybody is placed in different area. So let's say that Lewandowski is important because he's promoting the Poland.
That's what I think. That's what I mean. So modern day, I think he's the most important because.
But he has no fluent politician.
But he hasn't created a machine or done something. Yeah. But he's a great sportsman and a great he steers Poland, if you understand. Everybody knows him and can relate to it.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people who are really intelligent, really creative, they are doing innovating things, but they are not popular. They are sitting.
Software engineers and things like that. The software engineers are like the unsung hero. Yeah. They create something great and they never really get like recognition for it. But it's cost them all their life.
I mean, some people know them just in these areas where they are.
They're like a hero in the area, but of that field of work. What about stereotypes? So Polish stereotypes.
That Polish people stealing cars.
Polish people steal cars, okay. So that's like an old stereotype.
Yeah, just really old stereotype.
What about a modern stereotype of a Polish person, a Pole?
Modern stereotype?
If you went to like America and you said, you went to some community somewhere in America and you said, like to Texas, and you said, draw me or tell me what a typical Polish person in your mind would be like. What do you think it would do?
But right now?
Yeah.
Complainer. But intelligent complainer, I would say.
Methodical.
Yeah. Because Polish people are the most specialized, for example, in the IT industry in the world.
Yeah.
They are like placed in whole world, in NASA, in other huge companies.
Do you think Polish people can be, this is only a stereotype, it's not true. Do you think they can be impatient?
Polish people
impatient, they have a low level of patience.
Generally, I don't think so.
I don't think so. How about when you drive?
Yeah, okay, so in this case...
I thought you'd change your opinion on that one. So they're really friendly drivers, you would say?
Some of them, yes, but some of them no.
Some of them not so
it's hard to generalize this thing.
So it's a stereotype, obviously, so it doesn't have to be true. We're nearly done now, just quickly about Poland. So, Gdansk. Mm-hmm. Let's go more north now. Tell me something about Gdansk.
I had never been in Gdansk, but there is like place when they are taking the boxes from the ships.
Yes. It's connected to the sea in the north.
Yeah, and
so there's also so they're connected to the sea, and they have a canal. They have a water channel that's linked through the old town. So they have in olden days, because it's first mentioned in 997 AD. That's when it first appeared, which is many thousands ago. They had good transport connections to Norway and things like that, so they could bring things from Norway and then down the canal. So it was like historically a connection port. It was a good port.
Yeah, exactly.
Gdansk. Yeah. What about Malbork?
I don't know. I just know that there is like some castle.
Yeah,
there,
and it got destroyed.
Yeah,
it got destroyed in World War II.
Yeah.
I know Malbork through triathlon. So there's Malbork Castle Triathlon, which is meant to be really historic. I've never done it, but I want to try it sometime. That's the only reason I know about Malbork. But it's a place where I've always wanted to visit. How about Missouri?
Missouri? So
what's it famous for?
I would say that this is the famous place to go for the vacation time.
Yeah, but what's it famous for? Connected to water. It's a word, isn't it?
Word.
Begins with L.
What?
Lake.
Lakes, yeah.
Lake.
A lot of lakes.
How many?
More than 100.
2,000.
2,000.
2,000 lakes.
I had it in school 10 years ago.
2,000 lakes. 2,000 lakes.
I have never been in this area also.
Me too. So it's another place on my bucket list in Poland. 2,000 lakes.
Yeah.
And it's famous for like meditation.
So maybe
holidays.
100 was the deepest one. That was
maybe 100 meters, something like that. 100 was connected somewhere. So, last couple of questions now before we can finish. We're in the last couple of minutes now. So, in history, what do you think is the most important in Polish history?
I think that the people didn't surrender.
Yeah.
They fight till the end of the war, and we kind of win this. I wouldn't say win, but we didn't surrender because
it's true though. If you had the amount of soldiers Germany had, it wouldn't have even been a fight. Exactly. It would have been an easy fight. Yeah. But you were an eighth or less than an eighth of the size, but you still managed to do it. You know, it was with England's help, obviously, and different people's help. But it's very complex, the war. But Poland never surrendered ultimately. Yeah. My granddad fought in the war. So, last question. What do you think is the relationship with Poland and other countries? So, 2 answers. With the rest of the world and Europe. What's the relationship like? What do you say?
I think we try to keep a good relationship with the others.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are working in other countries.
Yeah. So, in European countries.
Yeah, in European. And what was the point? Because
do you think the relationship's strong with other countries? Do you know? I think it is. I think it's changed a lot with Donald Tusk.
Mm-hmm.
He has Germany has quite a big factor on things. I don't want to go into specifics because I'm not an expert, but I think they control what he says a little bit, and you know it could be a potential problem in the future connected to like immigration and political views like. Connected to like, you know, trans laws and his and hers, they and they are, and like some social problems potentially. Not for me, but just for the country as a whole. But I think Poland's got good connections with the world at the moment. It's a strong country. It's performing very well. It's fairly self-sufficient, I would say, more than it used to be. I know a lot of EU money used to build a lot of factories, motorways and things like that. But I think Poland's like beginning to run by itself a lot more now. And like you said, they're in the technological world, they have a knack for being very good at technology and software and development processes because of their stereotypical way of being self-sufficient and methodical about things, and they want to do better all the time. So I think Polish people have a good work ethic, and that's what helps.
I would say that most of the people are workaholics.
But they just want to work. They love work. You know, they love work. But that actually drives progression.
Yeah, but in the case of Europe, I would say that Polish people are workaholics and they are cheap.
Yeah, they work. They don't value their skills.
Yeah, I mean that. Somebody from Germany will need to pay three much more for the engineer from Germany instead of Poland.
Yeah, it's true. Well, that's it. So that was the short podcast, 20 minutes, about Bart's...
Quick checking
about
Bart's knowledge.
Quick fact checked on Bart. Yeah, we can do UK next time, but we can do a flip class. So
I will prepare a question.
I mean, I'm up for it. You will say. So thanks for listening again today, and I hope you found that useful. Just some brief history on Poland and some basic language use again.
Yeah, exactly. Adam is an English school. Adam is an English teacher in Adam's English school.
There it is.
So, yeah, there we go. And he has a couple of free slots. So if you want to increase your language skills,
personal and individual lessons, exam preparation, please visit my website or get in touch. And I've got a couple of free places. They're getting busier due to people returning to school now, but I've always got time to help people.
Exactly. Everything is in description, so feel free to contact and see you in the next one. Thank you for today. Bye.
Bye.